So the other day I posted a video going over some Kickstarter projects that I found
the most insecure Kickstarter lead ever.
either quite scummy or were blatant scams. One of these projects was a game known as...
I'm surprised Kickstarter's still going. I still remember watching Kickstarter crap. iDubbbz. Yeah, that's right. Dude, that was actually such a goated series. I know he went down a different route and he took down the content cups, but I'm very happy that he still kept those up. Because those are funny. Those are funny. Oh my god. Hey. That was 7 years ago. That's going to be like 8 years ago this year. That's terrifying. God damn, we're all getting old. We're actually all rotting. Rotting old people. What kind of stuff do they have in Kickstarter right now? Let's have a look. iDubbbz is cooked. Nah, he's just working on his own stuff now, I think. Define Brother. Define Brother. I don't know why I found that so funny. Yeah, they still do, like, cashmere neck warmer. How much is that? Wow, they only wanted... Okay, I mean, decent. Can you sort by, like, the most... It's always going to be, like, D&D tabletop stuff on here that will juice, right? Let's look at art. Let's look at digital art. What do we got? Yeah, I don't think Kickstarter is as active as it was a couple of years ago. Oh, what's this one? They want a lot of money for this, right? Surely. 6,000? Is that it? Okay, that's not a lot of money. Damn. Fashion. What we got for fashion? Stockholm, a Nordic-inspired tote bag. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I got funded as well. Mini sushi pins? Why? The weird thing is, like, all of this stuff is, like, it already exists. Ooh, what the games be? Yeah, this would be a good one, actually. Let's look at video games. Deliver Us Home. These will be the expensive ones, right? £84,000. Holy. That's quite a lot of money. That is quite a lot of money.
On Kickstarter. This time we have a game called Deliver Us Home.
Ooh.
Deliver Us Home is a solitary astronaut experience that is about finding a new home for humanity. For the people that played...
It doesn't look like something I play. I was like, what is their accent? It sounds so silly, but then I realized they're Dutch, so it's like a FOCO. We having in serious problem. What's this? Sunset Devils. This looks cool. 23. They've only got half the budget. Yeah, I swear pixel stuff can just never go wrong. It can never go wrong. It always looks so good. Oh, that actually looks good though. Damn, okay, actually kind of pat. That looks good though. Yeah, that actually looks sick. Right, anyway. Side quest complete.
As the Spider Combat Arena prototype, and it turns out the project lead really did not like what I had to say. However, instead of debunking my claims like a normal civilized adult, he instead decided to have an entire meltdown on stream. Funnily enough, I made him so mad that he scrolled through my comment section, found out I was going to make this response, and either deleted or privated his stream on his YouTube channel. Well, sorry to say, but I do still have the video. Now, I'm going to organize his points for all of you since he has the superhuman ability to quite literally trail off and ramble on about things that have zero significance to my video. I'm not even joking. About 10% of his...
Right. I'm definitely on this guy's side 100%, but I would like to point out. Notice how he has the PS5, but has not taken it out of the box. Curious.
His rant was debunking my claims, and the other 90% were just making fun of my looks. To start off, my title alone pissed him off to the point where he already began calling me some fat guy.
These Kickstarters, I don't know who this fat guy is, should be illegal.
Then he literally heard my voice.
He's like a black Andrew Tate. Even has the same mannerisms as him as well. This is literally something Andrew would say on his live streams.
For less than 3 seconds and immediately starts rambling for the next 13 minutes about how busy he is. One of the biggest problems I had with this project was its lack of practically anything. His Kickstarter hasn't been updated ever. On Twitter, he was at the very least posting some game development. However, at some point...
Coward. I need chat to understand why I say you have a great Jagras haircut.
Isn't Jagras the monster that eats the other ones? Yeah, I can't get into Monster Hunter World, bro. It's like you initiate an attack and then it lands about 25 minutes later. The game is just way too slow.
He just kind of gave up, and he does give a reason for this, but that is a lot later. And he thinks that his words alone are enough to convey some sort of trust. I also need to mention that he claims since I, the certified prehistoric caveman incel, has no idea about game development at all, that I am not allowed to comment on it.
You have to think about these things. And I know many of these fucking dweebs don't.
Dude, he definitely runs like a red pill channel on the side. His t-shirt literally says, "Why so fragile?"
No fucking anything.
Like 100, definitely, bro. He goes to bed with his wife. His wife doesn't speak to him, and it's like, she doesn't. I'm trying to leave the Matrix. I'm trying to leave the Matrix. No one understands me.
They've never worked for in a corporate environment. This is what I'm talking about. It's stupid fucking kids who say stupid shit that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Since this guy does seem to be quite political, I'm just saying, man, I'm practicing my First Amendment rights. Free speech, baby. Either way, just keep that in mind for now. I would honestly like to get to when he starts debunking my claims, but apparently he had a hard time watching my video due to my repulsive appearance. He unironically goes on an entire spiel about how ugly I look. That's great, man. You still haven't heard a single point I made, and you're already losing your shit.
What do you think little fucking, I don't know, Jose has done? And I'm gonna call you Jose because I don't fucking know what your fucking name is.
It's literally racist, by the way. Just call him Jose because he looks Mexican. Like, just actually racist.
I guess nowadays, if you look Hispanic, that gives people the moral right to call you the most stereotypical Spanish name. You could have literally taken a single second to just look at my channel's name and
doesn't even debunk his argument, just calls him Jose.
Decipher my real name. But I guess you're really just that lazy. And I guess that's
least racist red pill.
Still wasn't enough for him.
And shit like that. This man looks like a pre-evolved fucking human being. Living in his parents' basement.
My parents must have one hell of a basement if they also have a window. Regardless, why the fuck does any of this matter? You still haven't heard me say a single thing about your game, and you've already resorted to attacking me? Anyways, after about another year of rambling, he finally hears me mention copyright infringement and immediately goes ballistic while again pulling up Spider Fighter.
Once again, stupid as fuck. How many times have we gone over this? Do you think Sony sued them? They just straight up taking poses. They took the whole shebang. They got the spider on the chest. They got fucking everything, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know anything about copyright laws?
Let me explain this to you in the simplest—
Was that his game? Because that just looked like Fortnite.
way possible. Marvel, and in turn Disney, own the copyrights and—
Dude. He's saying that copyright is so easy. They literally would not let a little child have Spider-Man on his headstone because of copyright. Hang on, let me see if I can find this. Look at this. Disney asked them to remove this headstone because it made Spider-Man look bad. How crazy is that? Family forced to remove temporary Spider-Man gravestone for 4-year-old copyright reasons. Like, that is crazy. Like, your kid dies and your kid loves Spider-Man. You try to memorialize him with Spider-Man, and then Disney's like, no, it kind of makes us look bad because, like, when people die, that's kind of bad because that makes people sad, and people don't want to spend money when they're sad. Meanwhile, by the way, I'm going to get Spider-Man on the PS4 30 FPS graphics mode to take a selfie with his dead uncle posing. Great game. Great game.
Trademarks to the Spider-Man character, story, image, name, all of that. Copyright in this situation
Most empathetic Disney decision? I don't even know whose decision it was because Sony owned like half of Spider-Man.
isn't that important. What is important are trademarks. Trademarks are a way for a company or author to have their creations not be used so freely by pretty much anyone in the world. However,
channel is amazing, Lucas. Yes, he's red pill. I'm surprised to see him today, tbh.
What, this guy? Oh, no, not Steve.
you cannot trademark body movements over here because nobody created the human body. Nobody created a pose because...
I think the responses he's doing are kind of genius, though. Like, he's just not acknowledging any of the criticisms. Fuck it. I can't move. Why can't I move? Oh, yeah. He's not acknowledging, like, any criticism. He's literally just insulting the guy's appearance.
Quite literally anyone can do it. So your claim that Spider Fighter is in any way infringing anything just because...
Wait, that's the game? That's the... Hang on. We gotta find this. The Spider Combat Arena. Let's have a look. Okay, he's actually raised money for it, though, to be fair.
Big news, breaking news. Pyrocynical, known as Neil Murphy, was arrested for illegally trespassing and petty theft. He was arrested near a private gym, found sneaking and trying to steal gym members' protein, their protein shakes, bars, ECT.
Thank you, Moist, for the 10. Okay, so they've actually hit the goal, which is pretty good. Damn, they actually killed it. All right, let's have a look. I must see the keynote.
What's up, everyone? My name is Lucas, and I'm a content creator as well as a professional 3D character animator. But above all else, I'm a Spider-Man fan. And I come here to present to you the Spider Combat Arena. Now, the Spider Combat Arena is a fast-paced third-person character action hack-and-slash title. Boy, that was a mouthful.
That's what she said.
As the story goes, the Emerald Titan has kidnapped you and the love of your life, Maya Johnson, also known as MJ. And the only...
Maya Johnson? Okay. Maya Johnson? And... she's done... This is AI art, first of all. But instead of Mary Jane, it's Maya Johnson. But it still has the name MJ.
path to her rescue is to fight your way through a seamlessly endless combat arena. Now, there wouldn't be a combat arena if there wasn't combat. So I'm going to go over a few concepts in the game and discuss others later on during the duration of the project.
Okay.
First and foremost, when it comes to health. Well, the spider in the game has a healing factor. Not anything like, Wolverine, but a decent one. So as long as you stay out of damage and avoid it, well, your health will slowly regenerate. Now, having said that, I want to remind you that you are not... So if you take enough damage, you will be greeted with a game over screen. However, there's one way to avoid that. And
what is that game over screen? That's like a real life human eye. This is from a comic book and it's compressed. That's real life. That's also from a comic and that's compressed. Because he's obviously just got like a scan of a comic online and zoomed in. And then that's just a PNG. And I'm so confused. There's like 7 different assets.
And that is going to be at the cost of your Hypersense bar. Upon using your Hypersense bar, you can use what is called a web shield. That will encapsulate the...
I'll be honest, I would fund this game just to see what it looks like when it's finished. If I put like $20 into funding this game, and then the game's ass, I could just easily make a video playing it.
Spider in a web cocoon and allow him to regenerate his health at a faster rate. Now, I know what you're thinking. What in the world is a Hypersense bar? Well,
No, you
I want you to think of it as...
Kickstarter. You are gonna make me tweak.
Is almost like a cool stuff bar. It's going to allow you to do devastating attacks, take down multiple enemies, multiple opponents, finishers.
Wait, what was that called? Was that called a badass bar?
Devastating attacks, take down...
Hypersense bar. This is also referred to as the absolute badass bar. Ooh. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps, guys. I'm getting a little bit, I get some goosebumps here.
It means multiple opponents, finishers. It's going to allow you to do slow-mo and move at accelerated speed. There's a lot of cool stuff it's going to allow you to do. I'll get into more of that, once again, later on during...
I don't get the PS5 joke. Someone please explain. There's no joke. It's not a joke.
...the duration of the project. Now, when it comes to combat, the best defense, I would say, is an offense. I mean, we're talking about a person who can dodge bullets at point-blank range. In the Spider Combat Arena, you're not going to use block, because there's no point. You're too fast. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be dodging attacks. Now, you can dodge any and every attack in the game as long as you time it right. If you time it precisely at the moment of impact...
This just sounds like Bloodborne. It's like blocking is pointless. You just dodge.
You will engage in a perfect dodge. Now, what the perfect dodge allows for is a devastating counterattack, leaving some enemies in a stun state. In addition, it is a single most effective way of increasing your hypersense bar. Now, in addition to the hypersense bar,
there should be more gameplay shown here, right? Like, I know that's the entire point of going on GoFundMe is to raise money so the project gets brought into fruition. But I feel like this is just like, he's explaining like every game that came out in the past 10 years. You know, like a perfect parry, then you can riposte.
There is another bar that gives you some phenomenal abilities.
So, bro, go to Undead Berg in Dark Souls 1. Go to, like, any invader. He'll always have, like, the buckle shield, like parry god.
In the game. But as I said before, I'm going to cover some of these things later on during the duration of...
Mystery bar with mystery powers. It's literally covered in web. I wonder what it might be.
The project. Moving on, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite mechanics in the game.
Ultra kill if it was bad.
And that is going to be the taunt mechanic. Now, in the Spider Combat Arena...
They stole from Team Fortress 2! They stole!
You'll be able to taunt any and every enemy you come across. What this does is that it acts as a multiplier for your web points. Now, your web points are your currency that you're going to be utilizing in order to upgrade the Spider. Having said that, if you taunt too much, you may find yourself in hot water, because every enemy is equipped with an enrage meter. The more you taunt, the more enraged they get. The moment in time then...
Is that AI art? I can't, that's AI art, right? The first one was so obviously AI art. I feel this could actually also be AI art as well, to be fair.
Rage meter.
How is it a concept if you just typed in a prompt? I really do hate myself that I can't tell that that's AI art or not. That really annoys me. I do think it is. Because, wait, it's always the fingers, right? It's always the fingers. He's wearing gloves, though. It's always the fingers that are messed up with stuff like this. It looks like an NFT. Why is it all AI? The left-hand thumb. It doesn't look too... Oh, no, it's the jacket, right? The jacket looks a little bit, like, blurry. Yeah, no, it is AI.
It's filled.
I don't like how it took me that long to realize that.
Well, that is going to open up a wide variety of opportunities for the enemy. For example, they may get a health increase. They may get an attack buff. They may get a defense buff. Or in some enemy types, they may transform into something completely different.
No gameplay, by the way. Yeah, you think there'd be something. There is nothing.
Altogether. Now, the reason I say that, not to give away too many story details, but along with MJ, there are other people who have been kidnapped too. And some people are conspiring with the Emerald Titan in order to negotiate their freedom. When it comes to the Spider Combat Arena, one game that I've heavily taken inspiration from is going to be Web of Shadows. I love the aesthetic feeling of the camera and many of the attacks, and I definitely love the...
I'll be honest, if he said Spider-Man 2, I would actually have been interested. I never played Web of Shadows, but if it was Spider-Man 2, I would actually be like, okay, just let him cook for a minute now. Let him cook.
Combo system and the versatility that it enables. I'm very much going to be having a whole bunch of combos in the game, but I also want to have a...
The way he moves his hands reminds me of that Merbeast rap battle meme.
The Mr. Beast rap battle? Oh yeah, where he's like... reaching his hands out.
Environmental combos. I want to have as far as an environment that you can interact with, whether it's to do finishers, whether it's to use maybe a trash can as a weapon and swing it around like a yo-yo, whether it's to use enemies as a yo-yo and use them as a weapon. I want a variety of abilities that the player is going to be able to do in order to tackle the enemy that's in front of them.
I am interested to see how he'll get away with this, though, with copyright. Because it's like Steam, right? Steam, I talked about this in a couple of streams ago, like... Steam don't care if you use their engine to make games as long as the game is free. As soon as you want to start charging people for like something you made using Steam, sorry, for Source, their game engine, you get charged like 25 grand, like straight up, or something like that.
Now, of course, all those abilities, there has to
I meant Source, not
be
Steam.
Some great enemies, and I'm planning on that very much so. So when it comes to enemy types, I want a wide variety of enemies, because you have to think about this. The spider fighting your regular everyday crooks, that's not going to be that much of a challenge. He's so powerful that he has to roll with the punches, but it's not for, to hurt himself. It's so that he doesn't break the wrist of the attacker.
This is like me doing like a speaking exam in English for like creative writing. Like, what is he talking about?
So
it's almost like it's like me 12 years old explaining a dream I had to my mom where I was like a superhero.
There has to
He's rolling with the punches, guys, because he's so strong.
Be stronger foes. And
this is like when you watch like one of those like recap things to a TV show or a film that you're never going to watch, and the guy can't show the footage because he'll get a copyright strike, so he just sits there in his chair like explaining all of it.
The way to do that is through the help of the Emerald Titan. That being said, I want to remind people that this is a game for the fans, by the fans. So if you happen to have a mechanic that you want in the game, if the budget allows and it flows within...
Needs Prototype 2 gameplay, can't concentrate. Oh, God. Don't make me coom like that. I wish we had Prototype 3, man.
The game, I'll definitely do everything I can to implement it in the game. I also like to include fans of the character. So if you give a great Thug impression, maybe we have you as a voice actor for Thug #1. I would actually like to incorporate, as much as the community in this game, to give the ultimate, experience. And with that, I want to give a huge thank you to all the supporters of the project. And if you can't support us financially, please feel free to share the Kickstarter on any of the social medias, and make sure to follow us on Twitter or X at The Spider Combat. I am super excited to get this.
There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. Oh, I see. They're calling it The Spider instead of Spider-Man. Okay. Okay. Friendly. It's always the Discord server. Amazing Barrage. Ultimate Web Warrior. Maximum Spider. Ultimatum Warfare. Spectacular Showdown. Oh my, how many tiers? Ultimate Web Warrior. Super Melee. Uncanny Scott. Oh my God, bro. 7 backers. Yep, that's definitely your mates. There's no way. Look at that. That's a bit sussy. Curious. So 7 people picked the most expensive option, and then 2 backers, 1 backer, 8 backers, 39, 16. Yeah, the fact you got the most amount of backers here, that's a little bit sussy. Discord VIP. Discord VIP. A wallpaper for phone and PC. Discord VIP mod. Prototype access. Name and credits. What are the details for 800 quid? 800 quid. Right. Naming credits. Early access. Digital soundtrack. Name in an arena. Dev team meeting. So, okay. You're paying an extra $300, right? Just to meet the devs. Dude, I was looking at doing a video on Amnesia the Bunker. You know the one set in like the French bunker, and it's like a really good game. I'm going to meet those devs for an interview, and they want to meet me for free. They're not charging me 300 quid.
Because the promotional images have spider-like poses is completely untrue. The only
that's AI art as well, isn't it? That's AI, because I thought that was Fortnite, but it's actually they've just used AI art.
Is in any way infringing anything just because the
dude, the game don't even exist. He's got nothing. He just typed prompts into like ChatGPT.
Promotional images have spider-like poses is completely untrue. The only thing that matters is the Spider-Man costume, because Marvel has a trademark for the Spider-Man costume. Spider Fighter knew this and knew that
there is no way someone in chat just said, "That's fucking cool, decent devs for real." And he made his account 8 minutes ago. There's no way. He's lurking in chat. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah. Wind Reader. You made your account like 10 minutes ago. That's crazy. Coming in my chat. That's crazy.
The only thing they needed to change to be completely free of any charges is just the model. And now it's not Spider-Man, it's just some random delinquent called Spider Fighter. You, on the other hand, decided to use a Spider-Man model on your Kickstarter project to sell your product. It does not matter that you added 2 little extra legs onto the spider.
Wait, so it's a spider, but he has 10 legs. What?
Logo. It does not matter that you changed around the design.
Wait, there is actual gameplay?
Just to make it look a little different. The point is, if I show this,
I need to find this, man. Like, there's got to be gameplay somewhere, right? There's got to be something, surely. In defense, is this gameplay?
That's what I want. One thing I do like about the
that's
Platinum games.
That's AI art again. Is there any gameplay, sir?
One bank robbery.
Sir?
Was Hi-Fi Rush. Once I,
yeah.
This image to someone, anyone basically on a.
I've had this account since high school. I meant the devs giving you an interview for free. Oh, I'm sorry, WinReader. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, we got to apologize to WinReader. We got the wrong man. We got the wrong man. He was an innocent man.
Random street, they are going to think that is Spider-Man, and that is what a trademark is supposed to protect in the first place. I swear to God, do not give me the defense that this is a personal project. You are selling it. That makes it commercial. And I swear to God, do not give me the defense that this is just a fan-made project. By definition, fan-made projects are illegal, especially if you use copyrighted material. Why do you think Nintendo fucks around and just throws DMCAs at pretty much everyone? So I urge you to stop.
They are so, Nintendo is so scary with their takedowns. They still nuked all of Gmod as well. Like, they removed everything.
Stop acting as if you did nothing wrong. You are technically breaking the law. In the end, it really is up to Marvel or Disney to decide how they want to enforce their copyright. For example, I have this Spooderman here I bought at a local market in Peru, and I'm pretty sure that market or the seller was not affiliated with them either. But did they really care? Well,
wait, he's from Peru? And I just assumed he's Mexican. So now I'm racist. It might be over.
Researching this whole thing too, I also found out that Marvel did hold a trademark for the title The Spider. However, that trademark was really only for comics, and it was also abandoned back in 2006. So you lucked out this time. But I'm assuming that's why you use the title, to drive at least some clicks to your game. My next claim he attempts to debunk is advertising a healing function as if it were unique. I will admit, I should have made myself a little more clear. My point was that you were advertising what is basically an expected feature in every combat game.
Look at Night Runner's Kickstarter. It's a British JDM racing game. I especially adore the soundtrack. I even bought the albums where the original songs came from. If you do play the demo in the future, grab a joystick.
Thank you, Soldier, for the 10. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Game nowadays. I just thought it was stupid that you were wasting time in your Kickstarter trailer talking about something I already knew. Wow, really? If I don't get hit, I'll heal. Holy shit, what's next? If I move my mouth, I start speaking? Though, you spent 2...
By the way, I want to point out, we got a lot of people in chat right now. I want to point out that I have merch. Look at this. Look at this. Look what we got. We got a baseball cap. And then we also have a t-shirt, which I'm wearing right now. Please buy, please purchase. I love the designs on these. They look sick. A little arm design there. They look sick. They look sick. Please buy, please purchase. Look how happy I am in these photos. I'm so happy to be taking your cold, hard-earned cash. Please buy it. Please buy it. Also, look at this website. It's sick. Like, if you go on like the little icons and stuff, they just keep changing.
And a bitch boy who is snitching to Marvel, calling for the corporate overlord and mods to essentially complain, like Pyro crying to chat mods. As a member of the Stop Snitching movement, he is an op. Also, stop shilling.
I like money. He's snitching to Marvel? Not really. I mean, this guy's asking for like $50,000 and he's got nothing to show for it. Like,
seconds talking about this point and the next 10 minutes making fun of me.
This ooga booga looking fucking caveman, pre-evolved motherfucker. Instead of worrying about me, you should be worrying about that fucking stash on your fucking face, bro. This man's hair's all over the place. How you got wrinkles at fucking what? I don't even know what you are.
Yeah, sure, I grow facial hair slowly, whatever. What about that fucking matters? And also, since you don't seem to understand how wrinkles work, let me quickly explain. I am blind as fuck. I do have glasses, but I'm sure as you can already see, the prescription is super strong. I much prefer not to wear them, which is why...
No Kickstarter scam or anything of the like will be funnier than the time the Friday Night Funkin' devs spent all the Kickstarter money on crack.
Is that real? I feel that's not real. That's a crazy claim. That is a crazy claim right there.
Whenever I have to read anything, even if it's as close...
Is that actually real?
As my monitor right here, I have to squint or like this, and since I've been doing this for the past couple of years, over time the creases start to just remain permanent. Wrinkles aren't only the cause of just aging. As much as I want to continue going over his claims, he unfortunately could not go 30 seconds without continuing to ramble on about my looks.
You may have cancer, okay, Jose? You may want to get that checked out. I don't know what the fuck is going on over here.
Please,
those
for
look
the
like
love
you
of
have
God,
tumors, bro.
don't buy this guy's merch. He only sells it in a 5x and demanded pics when I ordered because it made me his big puffy piggy.
What? We don't have merch in 5x. Wait, maybe we do. Hang on, do we actually have merch in 5x? It only goes up to 4x. Yeah, it's only 4x.
2 years ago, I had really bad acne to the point where I had to put paper towels in my...
You may have cancer. Yeah, no, I swear I'm like watching an old iDubbbz video. It's like, do you have cancer?
My mask because it would just randomly start bleeding. Although the remnants of it aren't really noticeable on my face, the scars over here on my neck remained pretty much permanent. According to my dermatologist, these acne scars cannot go away naturally, at least not in my case, and the best they can do is just flatten them with some steroids, but only temporarily. I am looking to get laser surgery as this is one of my biggest insecurities alongside my psoriasis. My body produces more white blood cells than normal, and that has the unfortunate side effect of making my scalp very dry alongside parts of my forehead, which is why I have this red rash here, which you for some reason want to use as a way.
I saw Spider-Man. What's the situation? There's a guy who made a Spider-Man game that is just all AI art and is asking for like $50,000. And then this guy here made a video explaining how it's all a scam. And the chat is just calling this guy Black Keemstar, but he's basically just like being racist to this guy, like as a defense.
To bring up illegal immigration and the border.
Is that a border on your forehead? I know you're all about fucking illegal immigration or DACA, but I've never seen somebody with a border on their fucking forehead.
Unfortunately, this medical...
I really thought he was not going to do a race thing again. Does it immediately after I just said the example, by the way.
Condition cannot be cured. I have to literally inject myself with medicine every 8 weeks just to keep it in check. And the moment I stop or miss a single dose, it'll just come back full force. So, and since you also want to comment on my hair, I do have a lot of gray and white hair. Obviously, the white hair is just from stress built up over the years, but the gray hair is hereditary. All of the men in my family have a lot of gray hair. It just so happens that my gray hair came in much sooner, literally at the age of 11. Like, I'm sorry I wasn't born with...
Wait, you get like white hairs if you get stressed? Dude, how do I not have white hair? That's wild. What the hell?
The perfect genes. It's not really something I could have controlled. However, I still don't understand why you felt the need to comment on every single...
At least he has hair. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, he's literally judging a guy's hair and he has the cap cope. Like the actual cap cope.
Go part of my face when we're supposed to be just talking about your goddamn Kickstarter. What happened to not being able to speak about things you aren't knowledgeable in? You clearly didn't even know what acne scars were because you for some reason called all of this cancer. Not to mention, I doubt you even knew what the word psoriasis meant or that it even existed until I explained it to you. So what? I guess I'm not allowed to shit on your project because I don't know anything about game development, but you're allowed to shit on my medical conditions despite not knowing anything about it. Do you feel strong yet? Do you feel powerful? Well, I guess not, because that's not the last time you speak about all of this. Anyways, he finally gets...
That's crazy. Calling that concept art when you just typed in words, that's crazy.
back into trying to debunk my claims, this time about the concept art.
You can see that the spider logo in the chest goes out of the shirt and onto the jacket. And here's also another really big...
Yeah, what's the problem with that? I don't understand.
Now,
the problem is it's not art, you idiot. How is that going to work?
And onto the jacket.
How you obviously when you wrote the prompt, you wrote that after, so it doesn't even make sense.
Time about the concept art.
You can see that the spider logo in the chest goes out of the shirt and onto the jacket. And here's also another really big...
Yeah, what's the problem with that? I don't understand.
Now,
what a great rebuttal, by the way, bro. What a great rebuttal. What's the problem with that? I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense in terms of like physics or anything.
he's either confirming the art is AI,
Concept art equals Dali made this true,
or that he does not understand art in general.
Pyro, blue eyes, blonde hair, true Aryan. I got green eyes.
If he is confirming that it is AI, that is completely fine. I'm not trying to treat AI like Voldemort here. I use it in my thumbnails too to get rid of backgrounds and upscale images. However, I mentioned that point because I don't want
I like the example he gave was the thumbnail that he made on this video roasting him.
you to be taking credit for something you did not create. Not to mention, if it also is AI, Kickstarter has you clarify that you have rights to the images that will be used to create the AI images, not the rights to the AI itself. If you are not confirming that it is AI, then oh boy, let me explain to you something real quick. Let's take this crudely drawn spider logo over here and put it on my shirt. Now, as you can see, when my jacket goes over the spider logo, the logo disappears basically halfway. It's as simple as something covering something else. You even have fan art where the spider logo is hidden underneath the jacket because the fan art was made by an actual artist that knows what the fuck he's doing. Also, this next inconsistency
I like how you could immediately tell that that wasn't AI art as well.
might have to do with the resolution of the image, but MJ's hair strand starts blending into the line art of the shirt's collar. Only AI would make mistakes like this due to their tendency to basically just nab from what already exists. And like I said, if you use AI, that's perfectly fine. But for the love of God, disclose it and credit it because you do not own anything in that case. Now, my next point, I will admit I was completely wrong on. The way I understood it was that he was allocating the funds from his Kickstarter to a charity. However, he makes it clear that the funds allocated will be the money generated from the actual game. Though I still don't understand why you had to use this moment as a way to throw out another subtle racist remark.
Do you see what I'm talking about? This is what happens when English is not your first language.
Tienes razón. Inglés no es mi primer idioma. But you don't know anything about me. You've made that comment only because...
Yeah, she called him ESL. It's over. It's over. It's over. He called him ESL. It's over. I can't use that as a defense anymore. It's over. I actually cannot. Someone comes into my chat with the most broken English. I actually cannot call them ESL because I'll be grouped in with this guy. It's over. Yeah, it's actually over.
I looked Hispanic to you. I guess if you look Hispanic, you're not allowed to have English as your first language anymore. I also can't ignore the fact that he says, I have no skills other than to run my mouth. I spoke about your game for 4
ESL, it's just a funny meme word. It just means English second language. Like if you're having an argument with someone online and like they get so angry at you that they're not even like typing right on the keyboard, you just accuse them of being like English not being their first language.
4 minutes.
It's just like complete ad hominem, like just nothing to do with the argument.
You spoke about your game for about 10 minutes at most, and another 50 or so minutes about just my appearance.
Wow, great art. Do you see that?
For about 10 minutes at most, and another 50 or so minutes.
Where was that art again?
Minutes.
Oh, look at that. I could draw that. Wait, was he showing actual gameplay there? Spider Fighter 2. Oh, no. Okay, so that's a game that he was making comparisons to. But even that, let's look up Spider Fighter 2. Let's have a little look at this. Oh, well, this looks rough. Holy, what in the free? What in the in-app purchases is going on here? I like how all these games just have the most generic music imaginable. He just flew up into heaven. All right. It's just the same game. Where is the gameplay? Where is the
50
gameplay?
or so minutes about just my appearance.
PS9 exclusive.
If you don't put your live stream back up on your channel, I will re-upload the entire section where you talked about my video and also me, and then people could truly see what running your mouth looks
Arkham got nothing on this. Shut up.
like. Oh, he looks like a prehistoric caveman. Let me jump around and make the same joke as many times as I possibly can because I can't come up with anything different.
Don't you have, where's little father caveman and mother caveman to tell you, listen, Jose, stop playing online. You goofy bitch. You
Jose,
goofy fucking mouth. Imagine looking like this shit. Imagine looking like a fucking old caveman. Fucking glitter coming out your mouth.
I hit computer and stuff happens.
It's like watching a low-tier God stream when like one guy in chat says something mildly mean to him.
Like a caveman. You look like an old caveman. I know you look like you wear so caveman. We got ourselves over here.
Least racist American.
Okay, you don't even need to got a bigger price. I don't know now, right? Not like this dirty ass ball. They evaded yourself. This was like nigga.
You look like the Mexican version of Quasimodo. Go do a Kickstarter for your face, kid.
Oh, actually, sorry guys. He did finally come up with a new joke, making fun of the PS5 box I have sitting.
Okay. Wait a minute. He might. Okay. Depending on what is said next. I might do a complete 180 and I might be on his side. Possibly. Let's hear.
Sitting up here.
Who the hell still has their PS5 box and posts it up on a fucking table?
We also have my PS5 controller box. We have my Elgato box here. We have my Intel.
Is that it? Is that the joke? That sucks. I mean, he plays Spider-Man, doesn't he? Of course he's got a PS5 because it comes out on that like 2 years earlier.
Or i9.
Oh my god, bro. That was such an L. I'm totally on this guy's side now, by the way.
Box, probably my.
Such an easy win. He could have just said like no games. Like he hasn't even taken it out of the box because no games. But nope.
My favorite box.
Crazy.
All of these. And we also have this Harry Potter collector's box which had all the books, but the books are gone because they're on my bookshelf. Still though, why exactly do you care? I guess even you realized that your caveman insult was getting boring and you just decided to attack my fucking box. Great, man. You're so clever. You're so smart. How did you come up with that? I could never have.
What I'm saying is notice how he has a box and he's talking about it, but there's no games. There's no games anywhere in this video. There's no games. These are not PS5 games down here. These are DVDs.
Done it myself. Now, he completely misconstrues my next point and decides to even put words in my mouth. First of all, I never said your game was going to cost $100,000. I said that a game was very expensive to make, and I put a screen grab related to cost of mobile games as an example. I even put the little subtext there saying this is for a mobile game, so people wouldn't think that I was saying your game was going to cost $100,000. Then the other problem I had was that he was advertising a prototype as if it were a complete game. The thing most people focus on is your Kickstarter trailer, in which the only time you mention prototype is when you say the game's title. I'll be honest with you, I completely missed the fact that the game was supposed to be a prototype until it was pointed out to me by someone else on Reddit. Still though, although you did have a decent rebuttal here, it is immediately thrown out by even more insults on my appearance. Are you really still not satisfied? I do know that Kickstarter set their goals low in order to actually hit them. However, I always think that's a stupid ass practice to begin with. Imagine backing a game, helping it reach its donation goal, and then all of a sudden you're asked for.
What confuses me, thank you Trojan for the 10. What confuses me most in this situation are the people who fall for such scams. How stupid do you have to be to believe this? People are incredibly dumb. Yeah, I don't know. A fool and his money are easily parted, but yeah, it's like he's showing no gameplay or anything. He's showing a bunch of AI art and it's managed to raise like literally $50,000, which is incredible.
For more money. Some people will obviously.
You got to keep in mind there are a lot of people out there that have a lot of money and they're very stupid. They're very stupid. Like they will depart on their money like so incredibly quickly, like instantly. Just not a second thought.
Give you the
Spider-Man fans are so desperate to live out their MC dreams, they don't care about the quality. To be fair, all it takes is to be in a vulnerable state. Will they do it for shits and giggles? We live in a society. True.
The money, but others will not. And if you don't raise the money you actually need, you're either preying on a miracle or you're going to have to release a half-baked product.
Like, I bought Spider-Man, right? I have Spider-Man in my Steam library. I bought this. Never installed it. Never played it. Because I know when I play it, I'll just be like, dude, I could be playing Prototype right now. Why am I playing this?
Half-baked product that people paid $800 for. I've seen it time and time.
Is that why you spend so much on commissions? Yes.
Again, you are nothing special. You are just one of the many crowdfunding scams I've gone over on this channel. The only difference is that you are the only one who...
And why did you buy it? I might be stupid.
Had a meltdown over what I had to say. You somehow handled this situation even worse than Soulja Boy. You know what Soulja Boy did when I shit-talked his game? He ignored me. If your subscribers heard what I had to say, none of them would even give a shit in the first place. And just for the people in the back over there, you do not need the intention to scam people or your project to be a scam. If people are paying money for something they are clearly not getting...
Wait, PlayStation don't let you refund games? They're actually not. Surely you can refund a game. You're eligible for a refund before the official release date. However, after release, you're eligible for a refund for 14 days after purchase. Yeah, you can refund. That's better than Steam. Eligible for a refund 14 days after purchase? That's really good. Wait, is that real? So you can play a game, like, complete... Because 14 days is like... You only need, like, 5 days to beat most games 100%. So you could just... Wait, so you could just beat... It's nothing to do with playtime either, right? That's crazy. I could just beat every game and just refund it. You can't refund no games. Yeah, fair point, actually. That's a fair point.
Not even updates on. That is a scam.
As soon as you open the game, you can't refund it. What game? What game? I don't understand.
On to the topic of updates. The reason he has no devlogs or updates, if you can believe it, is because he thinks they are pointless and boring.
What is there to do a video on? Game development is not anything interesting. It's not fucking interesting, bruh. I do animation streams. Unless you're into animation or it's just soothing to people.
It's not interesting. I will not show it. But here's my 5th drawing on a whiteboard today.
That shit is boring.
That is completely untrue and honestly one of the dumbest fucking claims I've ever heard in my life. Any entrepreneur or businessman would want as many eyes on their projects as possible, and the best way to do that is release updates even to people who have no involvement in the game currently.
That game looks good. I want to try that game. I think it came out like today.
Anticipated game right now is an indie game known as Billy Bust Up, and the only way I found out about that
Billy Bust Up, that's right,
game is because the developers post TikToks regarding their progress. Even though the game still looks like it's in a very early stage and I know nothing about game development, like you said.
Is that out yet? Because I've seen that all over TikTok. It's not Judy Hopps. Oh, it's not on no.
I still thought it was so intriguing and captivating to see, and now I'm supporting the game. Best case scenario, more people find your project and want to support you. Worst case scenario, the only people that view the videos are the people that are already supporting you, in which it makes no difference. What I think you meant was that you don't want that many eyes to be on your game, because even you are scared of getting the iron hammer of the law from Marvel. Now, I will admit, I did go through...
Hang on. There's something here.
The refund policy for 14 days is if you don't open or play the game. After you open and play, the refund goes back to being a 24-hour refund time frame.
Oh, okay. That's disgusting. That's jinxy.
We all remember...
Don't show my feet. Yo, they got the Myris. What? Why did I become a woman? Why did I become a woman? Look at that. I became like a 45-year-old woman. What was the prompt you put in there, bro? You definitely put in turning into a woman. Right, apparently there's this tweet I got linked. This is making rounds in Polish game dev today. What the actual what the shigma? What the shigma? Feel free to contact my narrative, Mullen. Maybe we can offer you some work in Spectrum Studios. Hi, we have already exchanged a few messages in the comments here on LI. And from what you said, you consider naked sauna sessions to be part of work responsibilities in your studio. I told you that that's a deal breaker for me, and we've called it a day. Thank you for your offer, though. Ah, sure. I didn't recall your name. Honestly, you had a lot of time to prove me wrong. To write this scene in sauna without being in sauna and send it to Magda. Instead, we are wasting time on social media. Why are we wasting time, bro? You get in the sauna with me right now. Why are we wasting so much time on here? My narrative girls had to go to sauna with me to came up with amazing script for proof of concept. Technically, it's possible to do it without it, but I absolutely adore the fact that they could use their sauna experience to write some scenes. So basically, this game dev is like wanting someone to actually join him in the sauna. And that is part of the job description. Found an article in Polish media with the actual ad. Spectrum Studios working their new groundbreaking game. Mix of life is strange. Narrative. Final Fantasy story characters. Heart of Darkness. The Tourist. THPS2. Main characters will be Sauna Master and will be in charge of performing in various saunas. Smells, music, choreography, everything. We're looking for an art director. Requirements: providing art bible and ensuring Slavic art design, working on assets, providing feedback for animation, mentoring of Padawan, epic knowledge of Unreal 5 art pipeline, concept art experience is a plus, attending sauna sessions, not negotiable, entire team need to understand product. Wow. That's crazy. Mandatory sauna sessions for game development. If they need to understand the product and it crosses saunas with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, shouldn't they be learning kickflip? I don't get it. Yes. Sauna sessions with the girls. A completely normal method for brainstorming gameplay story ideas within Polish game dev circles. Damn. That's kind of funny, though.
Through more of his streams, and it does seem like he has a lot of streams where he does talk about the game, but that is it, just talking about it. I cannot find any of the animation streams that he references. However,
it's kind of over.
However, I will take his word for it and just assume it is only for paid members. If you want me to get more accusatory though, I think you do not have anything at this point. I think you did have something, but for whatever reason, it had to be scrapped and restarted because maybe you didn't like it or maybe you lost some files or whatever. Please, I would love to be proven wrong. Show me that you do have something. Anyways, he insults me yet again, who would have guessed, and at that point clicks off the video. I should make it clear that I do not care if you choose to support him. I've said this before, but you get to choose who you want to support. However, it is always important to know exactly who you are supporting. A man's
chat, let's all write to Disney and snitch. No. There's one thing I will never be. I will never be a snitch.
Child that cannot take criticism.
Plus 100 ESG points.
And resorts to basic bullying. Not to mention one who so comfortably and easily laughs at other people's misfortunes, medical conditions, all of that, as if they have no feelings at all either. Me personally, I don't anymore. I've been ridiculed, insulted all my life pretty much, and at this point I'm honestly kind of used to it. I really don't give a shit. I also know people will continue to insult me for the rest of my life. It's not gonna change at this point. However, I'm not gonna let that stop me from growing as a person, and you shouldn't either. Do not let some fragile ego man-child's negative comments affect how you choose to guide through life. There's only one person in your life whose opinion you should care about, and that is your own, and do not let that opinion be influenced by others. Anyways, all that's left to say now is thank you, Mr. Manchild, for making me leave my perfect little out-of-town getaway and run back home to make this video, and then force me to run all the way back out of town. Still, grow the fuck up. I know for a fact he's not going to give a shit about anything I said in this video, and he's going to continue insulting me, and I'll just say it right now. I do not care, and I will not be making another video on it.
Yeah, I like how he didn't deconstruct a single argument. It really was just like, by the way, your forehead kind of wrinkly. Your forehead kind of wrinkly, little bro.